Good morning, students. Welcome to Alphos e-learning classes. Okay, today we are again entering into the economics first year classes unit 3, and already we covered about demand, the meaning of demand, and we have seen desire, willingness, and along with that what it was? Ability to pay. That makes the demand. Desire itself is not demand, but when it is attached with ability to pay and willingness to pay, that makes the desire to demand. We have seen all those details yesterday, and we also have seen determinants of demand, demand function, and individual demand, that is we call as law of demand. Today we are going to discuss the same topic, the next parts. Hope you are open your textbooks and you are open your notebooks along with a pen or pencil. Practice everything. That makes man perfect. Yes, practice makes man perfect. Don't get confused. Even it makes perfect women too, girls too. So everyone will be perfect when you practice. So let us do that practice. So yesterday we were discussing about individual demand curve. How an individual at different prices demands different quantities, and how the price increases, demand decrease, price decrease, demand increase. We have seen that. That's why demand curve always slopes left to right downwards, which is called as negative sloping. Today we will discuss the next parts of this demand. Okay, yesterday we covered individual demand, one person's demand. It is yours and mine, only one person at a time, one person. But market is a different thing, which is a gathering of low income group people, middle income group people, and higher income group people. See, demand for these three different groups of people is entirely different. The higher income group people, whatever the price, they will purchase how much they want. Even though when the price decreases, they will purchase a little bit higher. And middle income people, this certainly shows the difference. And low income group people, when it is must, they will spend. Okay, but these three groups do the same thing, as it is being told by Alfred Marshall. Whenever the prices increases, the demand decreases. Whenever the prices decreases, demand increases. When all other things remaining constants, ceteris paribus. Now, in the market, we will see the market demand. See, here we put the prices according to our textbook. I derived it from the textbook itself. You can see that prices of X, you may call it apples, mangoes, whatever you wish. That is, when it is 25 rupees, 24 rupees, see, at a particular period of time, the prices are different. Along with these different prices, how the people will prefer to purchase, this we will call as demand of A. It's a group of people which belongs to lower income group. This is middle income group. For our understanding, I am saying this is for understanding. It is not exactly prescribed in the textbook as it is, but for our understanding I am saying this is rich people, higher income group people. See, their demands will be different. So here demand of A group is when 25 rupees they are demanding 4. At 21 rupees they are demanding 12. Means as the price decreased, demand of A group increased. Now let us see demand of B group people. When the price was 25, they were purchasing 5 mangoes, apples, whatever. Okay, 5 units. When the price decreased, demand increased. The same thing with another group, higher income group, say 6 to 22. So these things shows individual demands of different groups of people at different prices in the market. When you put all these together, A plus B plus C, then you will get this market demand. See, 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 6, 15. In the same way, you will find this. So the additions of A group, B group and C group's demands put together becomes market demand. Now I hope you do understand what is market demand means. Market demand means different groups of people purchasing different quantities at different prices at a period of time in the market is called as market demand. Hope you are not confused, huh? Don't get confused. Different groups of people purchasing different quantities of commodities, the same commodity, different quantities at different prices put together called as market demand. Clear? Now with this we can come to a conclusion that individual demand is different, market demand is different. When you put together so many individuals demand at one place, then it will turn into market demand, because one is in micro way, another is in macro way. If you take one person, it is micro, small part. When you calculate the total market, that is macro, larger part. So this one is micro. When you put together, this is macro. Now we will see these curves here on this graph, how they vary from person to person. For some period I may not be seen, but you can see the graphs. Here we put the prices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the graph. Instead of 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, I put here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for our simple understanding. Otherwise the graph will go above the blackboard. So that's why I put it within the easy reach. And here I put quantity of demands on the x-axis, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up to 55, because they are up to 51. So here you can see it starts with 15 and ends with 51. For a little bit of time I'll go to that side. Okay, I'll come back and I'll explain you. At the same time, while I am making the graphs, you can watch what is happening on the table or in the graph on the board. Okay, now we will see. First, age demand. What was at 5? The age demand is 4, less than 5. So we will put a dot here, less than 5. And now what is the highest one? 12. That is above 10. So this is the demand of A. This is the A's demand, and B's demand starts at 5, exact dot, and that is 17 above the 15. This is what? B's demand. This is demand of B. B's demand. And what is the C group demand? Starts with C. Let us put it here and ends at 22 here. This is what? C group demand. A group demand, B group demand, C group demand. But market demand starts with 15. Put together A plus B plus C. We cumulatively made it. It is up to 51. Let us put it here above the 50. Market demand. Let me explain you this step by step. In your textbook, they given you individually one after another. In your textbook, you can see on page number of 55, I think. Okay, let me see that and I tell you. Yeah, 55. Okay, now let us see. A group, it starts with 4 and ends with 12. A group demand starts with 4 and ends with 12. Okay, that has been shown individually. B group's demand starts with 5 and ends with 17. You can see that is B group demand. C group demand starts with 6 and ends with 22. That shows the B group demand is greater than the A group demand. C group demand is greater than the B group demand, because lower income group, middle income group, higher income group put together The market demand starts with 15, 4 plus 5 plus 6, 6 plus 8 plus 10, 12 plus 17 plus 22. Okay, it starts here and it ends here. This is the market demand. This is a cumulative demand of total market. Any doubts? So market demand represents the demand of different groups of people at different prices, different group of people at different prices of the same good, is shown in the market demand. Clear? You did understood? Then let us go to the next topic, that is law of demand. Let me explain you this law of demand much clearly. Always remember, the ceteris paribus is always applies. What it is? Ceteris paribus. What is that? When all other things remaining constant, then what happens? Demand of X always depends on price of X. Demand of X depends on price of X when all other things remaining constant. Now let us see the assumptions. Assumptions are, we assume no change in income. First assumption you can see. Second assumption is no change in the taste, price of the substitutes and complementaries. These are 3 points. They divided them for our advantage. I put them all together. You can see that in the book itself or in the notes. Okay, so no change in income of consumer, no change in the taste or preferences of the consumer, and no change in the price of substitutions and complementaries. Yes, certainly prices of substitutes and complementaries makes a big difference in the demand. This is the third point. Fourth one, no new substitutes have been found out or invented. Nothing new did entered into the market. If you remember, at the beginning, only black and white TVs. When the color TVs did come, black and whites disappeared. When the LCDs come, wall hangs, dabba TVs disappeared. When the LEDs come out, see, technology, new inventions pushed out, kicked out the old inventions or old commodities. So here we can see, if there are no new substitutes have been invented, then the old one have the same level of demand at that particular price. Now we will see the no expectation of future prices. If you assume that all of a sudden the prices are going to fall, it happens in the generally in the March and Aprils. What happens? Whenever government makes a new budget, in that budget for certain goods, they give concessions in the taxes. For some commodities, tax increases. For some commodity, tax decreases. Means if the tax increases, automatically price is going to increase. That is an expectation of future price. If the tax decreases, then automatically prices are going to decrease. If I know the tax is going to be decreased, then I don't purchase now. I will wait for the application of that new tax. When the new tax is applied, when the prices decreases, then only I will purchase. Means even though the prices now a little bit decreased, I won't purchase. Total market won't purchase. They will stop and they will wait. Let it decrease. Let it decrease. Because generally on electronic items, they decrease the taxes. Due to that, what happens? The commodities for those things decreases. This we are going to discuss in detail in elasticity of demand. Okay, it's a part of our third chapter and very interesting one. Okay, we will enter into that one. But till now you are enjoying the economics, I hope. If you are getting any doubts, you can contact me. My name is Kasturi Shiva Prasad and you will get my phone number. Whenever you have any doubts, you can call me and you can ask me. I can clarify all your doubts. Okay, now let us see. Expectation, no expectations of future prices, then automatically price will influence the demand. Now we will see the exceptions to law of demand. See, for anything and everything there will be some exceptions. Particularly every law will have an exception. Even our economic laws. You have seen already, there are plenty of limitations to each and every law. You have seen that. What are those? Out of the assumptions all those limitations did come. Do you remember that? Here also we will see the exceptions to the law of demand. There are four. There are four exceptions to the law of demand. In your textbook you can see them. First one is Giffen paradox. That is what? Giffen paradox. What is this Giffen paradox? Actually, Sir Robert Giffen, he's been awarded Sir Award. He was declared as a knight. It is the highest award in UK. So he was the Sir Robert Giffen who made this first one, Giffen paradox. Here let me tell you, Giffen is the name of that economist. And what is meant by paradox? Paradox means a statement which is controversial in itself. A statement which is controversial in itself is called as a paradox. Now let me give you an exact idea of paradox. I am saying something and in the end I am controversing what I am saying at the beginning. That is called as a paradox. Like in this one, Giffen studied in those days, some 1800s, somewhere around that time. Yeah, 1837 he was born. In 1800s, he observed in London that in UK, all of a sudden, the limited income group people, poor people, started purchasing more bread when the price of bread increased. And they stopped purchasing meat, which price not increased. Listen again. What's supposed to happen? When price increase, demand supposed to decrease. Price increase, demand supposed to decrease. People supposed to purchase less of that commodity. But in contrary, in paradoxically, what happened is price of bread increased, but the people started purchasing more of bread. And they stopped purchasing meat, which price did not change. That's why that particular statement, price increased, demand increased. Even though meat price not increased, but its demand decreased, because this low income group people have a limited income, fixed income. Out of that fixed income, they have to purchase the bread. If the bread price increases, they have to go for more bread, because they have to sacrifice the meat, because which is costlier, dearer. So when they are leaving the meat, they have to replace that meat with bread. So they will purchase more of bread, less of meat. That has been observed by Sir Robert Giffen, and he inserted that into the economics. That's why on his name it is called as Giffen paradox, one of the first exceptions to the law of demand. Exception means which is not exactly how it shows here. Price increase, demand decrease. But here price increase, demand also increased. Particularly for low priced commodities like ragi, java, what it is, the simple things like maize and broken rice. For those things, whenever price increase, people who have to eat it forcefully, they don't have the income to purchase any costlier good, they certainly will sacrifice. If they are using any costly good, they will leave it, the costly food item they will leave it, and they prefer more of the cheap item, or which is more important to them. So that's why Giffen paradox has to get important role in our exceptions to the law of demand. Next one we will see Veblen goods. Sir Veblen has discussed his theory in the theory of leisure classes. The theory of leisure classes says that rich people who belongs to a leisure class, they don't do anything particularly, because they have plenty of money which has been come from their forefathers, hereditary, got them a lot of riches. So they want to show off their riches with the help of costly goods like diamonds, gold, platinum, this, that. They want to show. For the show off, they want costly goods, not cheap goods. So whenever the commodities price increases, they prefer more to purchase it, like paintings, some antique goods, They purchase more of it as the price increases. See, here also one exception. The rich people want to purchase the commodities which price is higher. Diamonds, paintings, whatever it is. More the price, more they prefer to purchase. Next is speculation. This happens in the stocks and share market. Let us assume the stocks or shares. We expect that in the coming future prices increases. We expect that we are assuming that the prices are going to increase, and all of a sudden the price started taking rise. It started increasing. Immediately you will like to purchase those shares. Even the price is increasing means in the future it will increase much more. If it increases much more, you will get profits. So when it increases a little bit, you want to purchase it. So that it increases much more, you will get more profits. For that, in the speculation, particularly in the stocks and shares, we want to purchase the commodity which price is increasing. The last one is illusion. Illusion means what? A feeling that costly goods generally are better quality. We do believe that. Costly goods are more better than the cheaper goods. Due to that illusion, we purchase more of those commodities. It is due to the illusion. How it happens? See, even the richest companies, they manufacture the commodities from other companies. They don't manufacture everything. They give order and they maintain the quality, and they purchase it they make it to made in some other company, but they put their brand image. If you purchase the same thing outside in the market, you can get it at a lower price, but you don't believe that. You believe only in the brand. So that's why the illusion makes the commodities costlier when they put out with a brand. Woodland, Jodak, Arrow, Van Heusen. So all these things, due to the illusion also, sometimes law of demand fails. So this graph generally will be shown like this. Here we are showing price, here we are showing demand. Price increases, demand also increase. Okay, as price increased, demand also increased. But it's a rare phenomena, but still happens. Now we will see the next one, reasons for negative sloping of demand curve. Just now we have seen negative sloping of demand curve. Why generally always demand curve slopes left to right downwards, showing the negativity. Here we are discussing reasons for negative sloping of demand curve. Yeah, always demand curve slopes left to right downwards. Here we are going to watch that. First is, you can see in your textbook, effect of diminishing marginal utility. What is this? Generally, when you go on purchasing more of same commodity, your marginal utility goes on decreasing. You have seen it in the second chapter, diminishing marginal utility. If you go on increasing the quantity, the additional satisfaction from additional commodities goes on decreasing. Then you don't want to pay the same amount. Like first commodity you purchased, you got 20 units of satisfaction. Second commodity gets you only 15 units of satisfaction. See here, when satisfaction decreased, why do you want to pay the same amount? For first commodity you paid, let us assume, like 20 rupees. Do you want to pay the same 20 rupees here, while you are getting the satisfaction less than the first commodity? No, you don't want to. Then you stop purchasing. If price decreases to 15, then you will be ready to purchase because you are getting 15 units of satisfaction. 20 rupees, 15 rupees. Third, it decreases 10. If price also decreases, then only you will purchase the third commodity, otherwise you will stop it purchasing. That's why whenever price decrease, you will start purchasing more quantities. Price decrease, you will purchase more. Why you are purchasing more? Just because your marginal utility also goes on decreasing. If marginal utility is decreasing, price is also decreasing, then you will be ready to purchase. Any doubt in that one? That is the first reason, diminishing marginal utility. Income effect. Yes. Whenever price decrease, the real income increases. Like let us assume nowadays tomato price is 60 rupees per kg. if you have around 100 rupees, how many kgs of tomato you can purchase? Only 1.5 kg. 60 plus 30, 90 rupees, you will be left with 10 rupees in your pocket. If your mama says, go and purchase how many ever kgs it comes, take 100 rupees and purchase the tomato, what you will do? You will purchase 1.5 kgs and you will bring back it to home. And your mama says, why 1.5 kilo? You will say that actually the price of the tomato is 60 rupees. Then she will say nothing. Okay, everything is comprised. See, second day or third day or fourth day, again you went to the market with same 100 rupees in your pocket and a bag. There, the price of the tomatoes decreased. Let us assume to 50 rupees. Now you can purchase 2 kgs because your real income increased. Previously you could able to purchase only 1.5. Now you can purchase 2 kgs. Again after some days your mama said, go and purchase tomato. She given you again 100 rupees. How many ever kgs you will get? And when you go to the market, price decreased to 30 rupees. How many kgs you can purchase? 3 kgs. See, price decrease. Automatically your real income is increasing. Out of that same 100 rupees, first time you purchased only 1.5 kg. Second time you purchased 2 kgs. Now you could purchase 3 kgs. That is the difference. Now you got it exactly? So, generally, whenever price decrease, real income increases, that affects the purchases. Now, substitution. Yes. How this substitution going to affect? What did we say? Ceteris paribus. All other things remaining constant. All other things remaining constant. Let us say there are 2 things. These are the substitutes. All other things remaining constant. Its price did not change, but the price of this commodity decreased. Then automatically these both are substitutes, competition goods. Automatically, if you are purchasing this, you will stop purchasing this and you will purchase this because its price is decreased. Previously they are of same priced and this price is constant, it did not change, but the price of this commodity decreased. Then automatically you prefer to purchase this. Demand for this commodity increases because price decreased. This is substitution effect. This price did not change. People who are purchasing this stop purchasing this and they start purchasing this. This is X, this is Y. Y price did not change, but X price decreased. That's why you want to purchase X because you can purchase more of this. So automatically demand for X goes on increasing. Clear? This is called substitution effect. Next, multi-uses of goods. Some commodities have only one use, some commodities have multi-uses. The commodities which have multi-uses, they will have more demand. As the price decreases, people want to purchase more of that multi-used commodities. How it happens? See, like milk. We can make tea, coffee, curd, sweets, plenty of things, ghee. So due to that, when price of milk decreases, people start purchasing more milk to use for more purposes. So that's why any commodity which have more than one useful purpose, when the price of that commodity decreases, they will be sold more. The demand will increase much more. So if a commodity have multi-uses, then its demand increases very fast. Next, old and new buyers. See, certain commodities already people will keep purchasing, but other people may get afraid to purchase. Like you take the gold. What is the price of gold now? 50,000 rupees per 10 grams. 50,000. See, here let us stop and see. For 50,000 people are purchasing, but some people are unable to purchase because their income is not allowing them to purchase. And all of a sudden the price of gold decreased. Now previously who are purchasing, they will purchase more. And those people who are afraid to purchase, they are also ready to purchase. You got it? Old customers purchasing more, new customers are ready to purchase that. So that's why due to the old and new buyers, demand will increase. So price decreases, demand increases. This is the game. That's why always demand curve slopes left to right, downwards. Always left to right, downwards. Now we will enter into the another concept, extension of demand and contraction of demand. Extension and contraction. Here we will see what does it mean, extension and contraction. This is price and this is demand, and all other things are remaining constant. Income, substitution, complementaries, everything is constant. This is the demand curve, but price increased, demand decreased. Price increased to P1, demand decreased to D1. This decreasing of demand is called as contraction. Contraction means decreasing. If price decreases to P2 and demand increases to D2, then it will be called as extension. This is extension, means increasing. This is contraction, means decreasing. When all other things remaining constant, only due to the price, if the demand diminishes, then we will say contraction. If demand grows, then we will say extension. Always remember, in competition exams, particularly in objective types, okay, in MCQs, multiple choice questions, this question will be asked like what is meant by extension of demand? Extension of demand. Then he will say, he will give you the options: price increase, price decrease, price constant, all of the above. Then you have to select price decrease, extension, price increase, contraction. If it is related with price, contraction and extension. Here only change in the price, nothing else, only change in the price. Then extension, contraction. Hope you got it. Next one we will see increase and decrease. Here there is no change in the price. Price is same. See, no change in the price, but due to the consumer income, the demand is, let us say, D, and equilibrium is E, and quantity demanded is D. Okay, due to the consumer income, or substitution prices, or complementary prices, or weather, whatever the reason, there are 100 reasons. If demand grows to D2, a new demand has been come out. See, the price did not change, only due to the other reasons. There is a new equilibrium. Due to the other reasons, even though there is no change in the price, if demand curve moves right, then it is called increase. If due to the other reasons demand decreases to D1, that is equilibrium E1, quantity D1, then it is called decreasing. This is increase, this is decrease. When price is constant due to any other reason, if demand increases from D to D2, from D to D2, then it is called increasing of demand. If the demand due to any other reason, even though price is constant, if it moves from D to D1, then it is called decreasing. Increase, decrease, due to other reasons, no change in the price. Other than price, change in other things. If price moves right side, demand moves right side, increase, left side, decrease. Whereas contraction, extension, we have seen other things remaining constant only due to the price. If demand diminishes, contraction, demand expands, extension. So this is extension, contraction, increase, decrease. So here you can see in the competition exam they may ask you like this: demand increased due to, he will give you reasons like price increased, price decreased, substitute price increased, then it increases. You have to go for C. In that way, they will try to confuse you and get the right answer from you. So, if you won't get confused, you will give the right answer. When you know these exact concepts, contraction extension is used when only price changes, and increase decrease used when price is not changed but any other thing changed. Okay, with this we can say today's class is completed. Tomorrow we will discuss about income and cross demands. In this one we discussed about demand, law of demand or price demand. Tomorrow we will discuss income and cross relative goods demands. Okay, with this let us say it's over.